y'all, what's up? It's Lauren and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought we would do the Nope book tag. This was created by a booktube book and I thought it would be pretty fun. I was just cruising around on the internet and I saw it and I was like, let's do this. So that's what I'm going to be doing. This one is a lot of fun. Now these opinions are my opinions. They don't have to be your opinions. So yes, let's go ahead and get into it. Number one is ending. Ending that made you go nope, in denial, rage, or just simply because the ending was crappy. And that for me would have to be Allegiant. I mean, can you blame me? Yeah, I was not very happy with the ending of that. Not happy at all. Those of you who've read Allegiant, y'all will know what happens. It was not a good ending. I don't want to think about it. Let's move on. Number two is protagonist. A main character that you dislike and makes you go crazy. A character that I dislike and makes me go crazy would have to be Katniss Everdeen. I freaking hate her. I here recently redid my bookshelf, and as you can tell, I don't have the Hunger Games series. Why? Because Katniss Everdeen got on my ever-loving last nerve that I knew I was never ever going to read that series again. I reread it in my young adult class, and rereading made me realize how much I freaking hate her. I hate her. She just gets on my nerves. She annoys the daylights out of me, and that's just all I'm going to say about her because she ticks me off. I don't like Katniss. She couldn't make up her mind. She's about as bad as America's Singer. I think if I were to place America's Singer and her in a room, I'd probably rank America's Singer a little bit higher than Katniss Everdeen because Katniss, although she was a bad A, I will give her that, she got on my nerves. I was like, please, somebody just kill this girl. Just kill her and let Peeta be the ultimate winner of everything. Sorry. Number three is series. It's a series that turned out to be one huge pile of nope after you spent the time and energy on it, or a series that you gave up on. And I have two series that I gave up on. Not necessarily ended up being a pile of nope, but I will have to say I gave up on The Lightning Thief, and I gave up on by Rick Riordan, and then I gave up on The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. And both of those they just weren't getting it for me. I'll probably go back and revisit The Lightning Thief since I've heard it's so great. But yeah, I just had to give up on them because I just was not at that place in my life where I could dedicate a lot of time to it, if you know what I mean. Number four is a popular pairing or ship. Number four is popular pairing. It's a ship that you don't like / support. And that is, unfortunately, Simon and Clary. I'm sorry. And it's probably because, like I said, I associate Simon with my best friend. Because he and Simon are like, they're parallel. I swear. They're just both so similar in personalities. I just don't like that. Because I've wanted Clary to be with Jace. Like, that's why. That's why I like the way when I like them, okay? That's why. Anyways, number five, a plot twist you didn't see coming or you didn't like. I don't have this series anymore because, like I said, I just redid my bookshelf and I got rid of that as well. But it's the Kissed by an Angel series. I probably should have made this one for the one that I put The Lightning Thief in, but we're not going to go there. This, I could not stand. I was so pissed off. Excuse my language, but I dedicated so much time and effort into those books, and the ending sucked. I was so upset. It's probably why I only read it that one time. I read the first book. It's called Kissed by an Angel, and it has like 3 little books inside of it. And that one was really good, but then I started reading the next ones in the series, and it just got worse and worse, and at the end, I wasted my time. It was a waste of time and money, and I should not have bought that because I was so upset with that story. I loved Tristan and Ivy, and I still do. I just hate the way that it ended because if you want to find out how it ends, go read it, go pick it up, but I would not recommend it, because I would recommend just picking up Kiss by an Angel, the first book, and that's it, because the rest of them were completely, they upset me. They upset me a lot, okay? They upset me. Alright, number 6 is a genre that you will, well, I mixed these two up when I was writing them down. So, number 6 is a protagonist / decision, a character's decision that made you shake your head nope. And that would probably have to be America Singer. She just made some stupid decisions. And come on, guys, we all make stupid decisions in our lives, but she made some pretty dumb ones. So, yeah, I'd have to say America Singer. And number 7 is a genre that you will never read. Probably, I have 3 of those. They're erotica. Nope, not going there. Never will. Horror, and like Stephen King horror, even though I know Stephen King is probably is brilliant, I'm still not doing horror. I will push it with mystery thriller, but I will not do horror. And then what's the other one? Sci-fi. I do have a sci-fi book on my shelf, on my TBR shelf. I need to give that a chance, so if I give it a chance, maybe I'll change my mind about it. Sci-fi is borderline for me. That's why I put in horror and erotica, because I know I'll never read those two, but I might read sci-fi. So yeah, number 8 is book format, a format of book that you avoid buying. If at all possible, I avoid buying hardbacks just because they're bulky and I can't carry them around with me. I have to think logistically, because I like carrying my books around. I do like hardbacks, do not get me wrong, but it's just logistically they are much harder for me to carry. Second one is mass market. I tried my hand at mass market one time, and it was with the Game of Thrones books, and they were like this little and they were like this thick, because he wrote like 1,000 pages long. George R. R. Martin wrote 1,000 pages long, and I don't think, no. It was hard reading it. It took me like months after month after month to get through that, and I just was not having it. So I'm not going to do mass market again. And unfortunately, this is probably more of a style or a genre than a format, but I just don't like the way they're laid out, and that is manga. I don't have anything against the storylines. I'm sure they're great. It's just I have attention deficit disorder, and I already have struggles reading from left to right, and it's going to be even harder for me to read right to left. So that's why I don't typically go for the manga style. However they're like set out, I don't like it. I'm sure the stories are great though. But yeah, I can't read like that. My brain will freeze up and just go crazy. And yeah. It's nothing against y'all, nothing against the manga lovers. I just can't read that because of the way my brain works. So my brain will like freeze up and I can't read. So there you go. I'm sorry. Number 9 is a trope that makes you go nope. And that trope, I have 2 tropes. One is damsel in distress. Now the kind of damsel in distress that I want to see is like girl coming to save girl. So like you got a bunch of like girlfriends out there, right? And I don't know, we're on a road trip and somebody gets and falls down the cliff or something, and the girls are, you know, you're on a trip with your girlfriends, and all of my girlfriends try to help me figure out how to get out of the daggum hole. That's what I want to see. So I don't know if that's a damsel in distress. If it is, then I want it to be kind of like help along with other women to help me get out, you know, woman power, help us get out together. But yeah, I don't like the damsel in distress trope, and I really do not like love triangles. If they're done well, I like them, but most of the time love triangles suck. Hashtag sorry, not sorry. Number 10 is a recommendation, a book recommendation that is constantly being pushed on you or pushed at you that you just simply do not want to read anymore, and that is Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. I wanted it at one point, and then people just kept pushing it, and I was just like, you know what? I don't want it anymore. I'm tired of hearing about it. So, yeah. It would have to be Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. Number 11 is cliche / pet peeve. Cliche or writing pet peeve that always makes you roll your eyes. And for that, I put obvious jokes. Being very obvious with your humor. I didn't like it. I will mention it time and time again. I like it when it's done effortlessly. Like Magnus, I always like using Magnus Chase as an effortless humor. That makes me laugh. He made me laugh. Land of Stories, which I have not done that review yet, but if you watched my previous one about the Wishing Spell, it's the Land of Stories, The Wishing Spell by Chris Colfer. That kind of humor, like the haha, obvious, see what I did there kind of thing, I'm just like, really? Do we have to do that? My Lady Jane was pushing it. It was borderline, oh, look what I did there. I think with My Lady Jane, an unpopular opinion, but they were pushing it a little too hard. They were trying to make it a little too funny. And although I appreciate it as a reader, it's just, I'm easy to make laugh. Like, I love laughing. I like a good sense of humor. But that was just, I was like, look, honey, y'all are trying too hard with this book. Just don't. Back off on the humor. Magnus Chase, go learn a thing or two from Rick Riordan because he's doing a good job. I freaking love the humor in Magnus Chase. So hilarious. Had me rolling. I need to finish the second book, actually. Oops. But yeah, so moving on. Number 12, it's a love interest. Love interest that's not worthy of being one, or a character you don't think should have been a viable love interest. Let's all just say it. Aspen from the Selection series. I don't know what the heck he was doing, but he needed to go. Like, I mean, Maxon Shreve all the way. Like, Aspen? Aspen who? Who's that? No. Let's not go there. I don't like Aspen. And Gale, too. I kind of feel like Gale just needs to go bye-bye, because he was, like, useless. I mean, granted that he did help in the end. What good was he? I would have actually much rather have liked to see her with Finnick or Peeta. Now, that is a love triangle I would have liked to see. But we're going to move away from that. 13, a book that shouldn't have existed / made you say nope. And unfortunately, that would have to be, and if y'all have read this, don't come for me, but that would have to be The Kite Runner. I've read it twice, and each time it just got progressively worse. It's just not my cup of tea. It's not what I'm into. I just didn't like the story. It was depressing. It upset me. I was just not... I had, like, the first time I read it, I had nightmares. And it's not a necessarily scary book. It just, I didn't like it. Because a lot of bad things happen to this kid. And I was like, I couldn't imagine that happening. And I didn't like it. And then when I had to read it again for my contemporary lit class or something. And I hated that as well. So yeah. The Kite Runner, I'm sorry if you like that. I apologize, but it was not my thing. We all have our things that are not our things, and that's just not my thing. But, yeah. Number 14 is a villain. And that would be a scary villain / antagonist that would make you run in the opposite direction. There are two. One is Umbridge. I don't want to run into her in the woods at night, because I would be running away in the opposite direction. Voldy, maybe I could handle Voldy. I might be able to talk to him, maybe like join his side and then become a spy and then pull a Jon Snow and then go back and be like, this is what he's planning. But Umbridge, no, I'm gone. Bye, see ya. Or probably Esmea from The Land of Stories, The Enchantress Returns, which I will do a video about that. She was a really well-developed villain, but I did not like her at all. She was very dangerous, and I would, if I met her in a dark alley, I'd run the other way too. So yeah, we're moving on from that. Number 15 is character death that still haunts you. Snape. No question. It hurts. Snape and Dobby. Both of those hurt. And every time I watch Harry Potter, Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2, I have to have a box of tissues with me because I cry a lot in both movies. And then number 16 is author. An author that you had a bad experience reading and decided to quit. Again, that would probably have to be Khaled Hosseini, who incidentally wrote the Kite Runner, and he has some other books out now. I wouldn't mind giving him another shot, but I had a bad experience with his first book, and I don't think I'll probably pick up his second one or another one. It's just not my cup of tea. It's not what I'm into. So yeah, that is it. I will leave the original link to the tag, I will leave the link to the original tag down below, and then if y'all want to do it, I tag all of y'all. Tag. That's it. Y'all are tagged. So go do it. Just make sure y'all credit the original, which I said, again, will be linked down in the description box. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment. What do you think? What are your note things? You know, what are your notebook tag answers, whatever. Let me know down in the comments. Also, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Goodreads at Live Loves Books 17. Until next time, I will see y'all. Bye.